Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, June 2nd, 2019. We are nearly halfway done with this map. The map we are currently exploring. And yeah, then it's up to us to make a big decision to decide which row we explore next. So yeah, this is really an exciting time here in the world of the coffee break, because yeah, we are seeing so many great things. We are exploring, we are hiking, we are doing what I enjoy in real life as well. So just exploring, just be out in the nature, seeing new features in the landscapes, discovering new features, exploring exciting sites, enjoying amazing vantage points. So yeah, that's just awesome. It's just great. I'm just enjoying it. I'm really having the time of my life here in the coffee break world. While I also do have the time of my life when I do other things, because it is my life, and so it is the time of my life, more or less, so to speak. But anyway, as you might guess, or probably have concluded by this weird introduction, I'm still in the process of losing my mind. Indeed, I know, my brain is getting fried, more or less, and this, by now, due to two reasons. There's not only the PhD thesis that really is frying my brain, frying the good old noodle. There's also summer and sun. You are the main problem, dear sun. I mean, sun is cool as long as it's not too hot. And well, summer has arrived, and it's a typical thing we have right now on our pale blue dot, unfortunately, that there is no real spring. There is no good transition between wintertime and summer. Suddenly it's summer. So we had some cooler days, and now we are suddenly with temperatures way above 20 centigrade. And I mean, I always despise temperatures way above 20 centigrade, but yeah, suddenly it's that's the thing here. And for today they even predict 30 centigrade outdoor temperature. So yes, as you might know, I'm living in a basically I do my apartment has two levels, and the upper level where I relocated my bedroom to. Previously, my bed was in the lower level, more or less. It's getting hot. I mean, this is where my office was, and still is. And yeah, if you look back to last summer, I was constantly complaining about, okay, I am recording my episodes in 38, 40 centigrade hot air, and yeah, we are getting to this point. So it's even harder, because now I have to sleep in this temperature, in this hot environment. Luckily, my new couch, I can turn the couch into a bed, so this is my backup option in case it gets too hot in here. I will just move down to the lower floor and sleep there. But yeah, I like to delay, and I like to wait with this option as long as possible. So here, summer is here, and it's demanding. It's super demanding. Right, being fried because of the PhD thesis, yeah, that's a completely different thing. On Thursday, there was a bank holiday over here in Germany, and so it's quite obvious to take the day off on Friday to have a super long weekend, and that's what I did. But yeah, once I was thinking about, hey, maybe I could do some traveling or so, or hiking, or just doing some fun things during this super long weekend. But with my goal in mind of submitting this thesis by the mid of June, I changed my plans. I decided, okay, I'm staying home, I'm working on the thesis, and that's what I did. And yeah, I mean, I did it. It worked out. I'm still doing it, but it fries my brain. It really fries my brain because there's no end. There's no end. I mean, I do this normally on a regular basis, and now it's even increased. It's the intensity has increased of work on this thesis. So yeah, that's a crazy weekend. I mean, I see I make a lot of progress, which is good, and I'm quite confident that as long as I don't get feedback from someone that, okay, there's a super big, super significant flaw in your thesis, I will just submit it, or I can stick with my plan to submit it by the mid of June. But yeah, this is getting. It should work out. That's basically what I want to say if I continue at this pace. But it's demanding. It's super demanding. The good thing is there's an end in sight, so I know. Okay, just keep strong. Just keep working on it, and you will get through it. You will manage to finish it, and then there will be some more relaxed times. And I must say it's still okay-ish, because I mean, I'm off work. I'm just at home doing my things, working on the thesis without any other distractions that normally increase basically the cognitive load of working on the thing or so. So that's good. That's very nice. That's quite helpful. But on the other hand, yeah, it's crazy. Speaking of crazy things, I'm also quite amazed by this fire. No, not by this fire, but by oh, there's a thing. Have we explored the thing yet? I think so. We might have. Did we? Probably, most likely. I think we. How do I get through this? Oh dear. We hear once again an old gate being opened. I'm quite sure we explored this temple, so I will just ignore it. Yep, you're right, Bird. You're absolutely right. Bird is word. Yeah, it's just, and I mean, it's good to know that, okay, by the mid of June there will be an end to it. Of course, then things will get crazy again a few months later when my reviewers have reviewed the thesis, have written their reviews, and it's about time to defend the thing. To what's going on there? This looks interesting. I like to explore this terrain feature, and I have to defend the thesis. I mean, this will be a completely different animal, a completely different layer of craziness and workload, I guess, because I have to prepare my defense. I have to. Right, here's absolutely nothing. Fantastic. Prepare the talk for the defense, and practice a talk. Get ready for some questions. Think about questions that might occur. But yeah, the thing is, there's an end. It still feels super far away, although it's just a few weeks. But I know the stress will end, and I think that this is really what keeps me alive, because otherwise it feels a bit like, hey, you're stuck. You're just stuck with this one single activity of constantly opening the document, looking at the document, and reading through the document. So yeah, it's nice that I know that there's an end. And speaking of the end again, this forest we're exploring here, this jungle biome, is also more or less endless. So we really have a huge, super huge jungle area in the coffee break world, which is nice, which is super cool. I like this, but it's also a little bit difficult to navigate, in contrast to maybe some plains or so. In general, I do have the feeling, do large plains still exist in Minecraft? Often do have the feeling that we are mostly working either through jungles or mountains. I mean, I enjoy this. That's great. That's exactly what I enjoy, what I need, what my personal interests are. So the coffee break world apparently has adjusted to nice waterfall. Has adjusted to my personal needs. Ow, skeleton. Which is good. But on the other hand, creeper, nothing, sleep. But on the other hand, yeah, it's interesting that we don't have really open terrain, really wide terrain where you can look far into the distance, like this one here. Hey, as we speak about it, I see what this looks nice. This waterfall situation. That's cool. That's quite a significant waterfall. I like that. That's cool. Sweet. Super sweet. Okay, yeah, so all I wanted to say is it's losing my mind part 2 or so, and I think there will be also part 3 and a part 4. Yeah, so that's crazy. I just saw, well, I was aware of it a little bit due to some YouTube videos, but a new expansion pack to Kerbal Space Program was released. I'm quite curious about the expansion pack, but there is a weird problem. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I have to send them a tweet or so. Ow, I haven't sawn those bushes. My pants and my shoes are still good. That's nice. Okay, now we are suddenly in a pine forest. That's nice. That's cool. Yeah, when I really like to get the direct download version. Of course, I could also use the Steam version, but I really enjoy the direct download version of Kerbal Space Program. So I like to get the direct download version of the expansion pack. But when I log into the Kerbal Space Program store, I'm getting stuck. So basically I type in my login credentials, they say okay, and then I end on an empty page, and there's no way out of this empty page to basically pay. So something's really weird with their online store. And I'm not quite sure how to get the direct download version. Of course, as I said, I could get the Steam version. Wouldn't be so much of a problem, but personally, I just prefer for Kerbal Space. I'm not quite sure why, but I just enjoy or prefer the version that is independent of Steam. Maybe it's also due to the fact because Steam does this automatic update to the newest version, which sure, it's good. I mean, that's what we enjoy, but especially for Kerbal Space Program, and when you're doing some nice builds and so on, you like to have, or you like to stick with a particular version, as this basically yeah, I mean, it can screw things up when you're suddenly in a new version and you're not ready for it, or you haven't prepared for the transition or so. So having the standalone, the direct download version provides me with this with this option, so I don't have to play with the latest version, which sometimes could be really useful and beneficial. So in this case, yeah, I have to figure out. Ravine, this could be dangerous. I have to ask them what's going on, or ask them how to get. Ooh, yeah, there's even a forest fire. How to get the direct download version, or what exactly I need to do in order to solve this problem. So yeah, there's that. Then I also do have currently some problems with our German postal office, or rather with DHL, and how they distribute their packets, because I haven't really had luck with some things I ordered online. The first time as I ordered something, I wanted to have it in the station where I can just get the packet whenever I like, and it was immediately sent back. So I haven't had even the chance to get the packet from there. I'm not quite sure what the guy did, but it was, according to the website, scanned at the station and then immediately removed from the station and sent back. And I'm not sure why. Why have they done this? That's just super weird. And yeah, the next time I had to order the things again. Then the information basically was stuck like, okay, it's being redirected to the next post office because this machine is full. I mean, sure, that's good, but I never got the confirmation that it has arrived at the post office. So this was bad. And yeah, now the next order I'm currently waiting for. On Friday, the status was okay. It's in the delivery truck, and it's on the way to the machine, to the packet machine. A few hours later, it stated it was removed from the packet machine for further transportation. And I thought, what? Why do you remove it from the machine? Why don't you just put it into the stupid machine and send me the code that I can retrieve my packet? You stupid guys. Yeah, since then it's stuck in this process, so I haven't heard any update on my packet. I'm not quite sure where the packet is right now. Yeah, I don't know. That's just annoying. It's just annoying what they did and will do probably. So I might. Ooh, yeah, there's apparently somewhere a spawner. I might even have to call the service hotline and get in contact with someone who is not capable of doing things and changing things and so on, or even giving me any information about what's going on. So it's just like where you think, all right, guys, I really like to use a different service soon, a service that works. I mean, this would be a result of this. So yeah, that. So a lot of additional nuisances going on right now. Yeah, that's quite annoying. But anyway, I last time said, hey, there was a super long question from Matthew. I found said question, and now it's time to answer it. He asks, what are your thoughts about games such as found phone games, exfiltration, APK, UNRD, Simulacra, Sarah is Missing, where your daily life blends with fiction? They are games that place over a determined number of days, which simulates you having found a stranger's phone or being contacted by strangers and you get caught up in some story. The person whose phone you found is missing, and you have to progress in the story by snooping around her phone, contacting people over text. You have dialogue choices. Sometimes you have to wait for hours in real life before new texts in game to simulate people in the game making other things or being unavailable. Did you play any of these kind of games? No, I haven't played those games yet. They, to be honest, sound interesting. They really sound interesting. They sound a little bit like those super large story games. There's a specific name for them, but I can't recall the name for those kind of games. It's like World Without Oil, Life Without Oil. I mean, those are super large collaborative games where the story evolves over time and people have to retrieve information all over the internet, or even go to, if it's a super large story, go to specific places, share the information they find there. Oh, Fox, hi. They find there with others via over the internet, and so solve puzzles. It sounds a little bit like that, and I think that's really a cool thing. But I haven't done it, and I mean, it sounds really interesting, and I'm now quite interested in trying out such a game, because I think that's really a cool thing. It's a little bit like a vast narrative or so, where as you just said, the story goes on over a specific number of days, and that's cool. That's super cool. That's super exciting, and I really like it. I basically just haven't heard about... Oh dear, there's a murder going on. Oh dear, pushy. Yes, you did a good job. New recipes unlocked. Woohoo, who knew? Who knew? But this is quite useful, because I'm a little bit... And that's a good question. I don't have stone. How to cook? How to cook? Oh dear, bushes. How to cook those things? That's a good question. But yeah, haven't heard about those games before, so you're basically the first that introduces me to these kind of games. And I find them quite intriguing, but no, I haven't played these games. I think it's something I really like to give a try, but probably after I submitted my thesis, because I do have the feeling if I would do it now, I would not be able to do so. Or, I mean, the general problem is Loom. There are so many things going on, and I would just forget to proceed with the story, basically, or I wouldn't be able to really focus on the story. At least this would be my problem. Suddenly I would realize, hey, I need to progress with the story, or something would happen or so, and yeah, I have no idea how to... Is there some new way of crafting things? Can I do something with wood? Can I... What that, by the way? Trapdoor, right. Is there a way to create a campfire? Something like this? Don't think so. I don't think that there's... Okay. Maybe there's a campfire and I'm not aware of how to do this. I mean, that's also cool. You have your things here. which is nice, but loom. I'm not quite sure what I can do with a loom. This could be interesting. But yeah, you get your things, but for instance, I wouldn't know how with this thing how to make a furnace. I wouldn't know how to make. I'm not really fully understanding how to operate this thing, what to do with this information. I mean, I'm not quite sure how to make a furnace. I'm not quite sure how to cook specific things. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not completely sure how this thing works. Of course, I could just grab some stone and cook things up. That would be the alternative. But yeah, I think ooh, we are already quite late. I think we will continue on. I will continue with Matthew's question, because there's also a second part to it. By the way, Matthew, please provide further information, further questions concerning your how to hike, tips for hiking, so that I can answer or talk more about hiking. This would be also awesome. And yeah, I think we are at the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you will be joining me next time when my brain is even more fried, and when I have lost my marbles completely. So, oh dear, I'm not quite sure what's coming up next, but yeah, we will find out. So, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you. Thank you.